It all kicks off in the futuristic neon jungle of Shanghai City. In a cozy, dimly lit room, a woman with blue-green hair, Zheng Wangshan, is nursing her newborn son Cha-Chen. She looks at her little bundle of joy and sighs. Man, you're so lucky, dude. All you do is eat and sleep. With a tired grin, she adds, meanwhile, I'm out here losing sleep because of you. But if you grow up jacked and healthy, it's all worth it. Little did she know, this kid wasn't your average diaper model. Cha-Chen, aka Lin Jiachen, was a reincarnated dude, born with the full consciousness of his past life. Yeah, this baby's got a PhD in existential crises. While chugging milk like it's a protein shake, Lin Jichen's like, bruh, my brain's not fully online yet, but I'm still picking up everything. Suddenly a blue holographic screen pops up like a video game HUD. It reads name, Lin Jichen, age 33 days, biological level ordinary tier 1. He smirks as much as a baby can smirk and thinks, oh snap, I've got a cheat code ability, time to level up. 3 months old, the crib games begin. By 3 months, Lin Jichen's chilling in his crib, looking like a tiny bodybuilder in a onesie. His parents, Zheng Wangshan and Lin Yan, are gawking at him. His dad's like, this kid's ripped for a baby, bet he's gonna be a gene-fusing beast, or at least a cyborg. Meanwhile, Lin Jichen's kicking his chubby legs like he's in a CrossFit class. Bam! A system notification dings, kick 10,000 times, biological attribute unlocked, advanced. Now every body part he trains turns into a carbon-based juggernaut, infinitely strong. He's thinking carbon-based. Bro, I'm basically vibranium now. Dude, you're 3 months old and you're already out here trying to deadlift the crib? Chill, you're gonna give your diapers a hernia. He's also wondering, what's dad yapping about with this gene fuser and cyborg stuff? His baby brain's picturing Spider-Man swinging through Shanghai. Goals. 4 months old, the nighttime ninja. At 4 months, Lin Jichen's mastered sitting and crawling skills most babies take months to nail. To avoid freaking out his parents, he trains like a ninja at night, crawling around like he's auditioning for Mission Impossible. Every crawl earns him system points like he's grinding XP in a game. By 5 months, he's walking. 6 months, he's casually sitting and crawling in front of his parents without raising too many eyebrows. Roast alert, bro, you're out here walking at 5 months. What's next? Signing up for a 5K. Slow down, you're making other babies look like couch potatoes. One day, while glued to the TV, he catches a news report about aberrant beasts, terrifying mutant creatures wreaking havoc. Gene fusers, humans who fuse with beast DNA, and cyborgs, tech-enhanced badasses, are fighting them. Lin Jichen's like, whoa, this world's wilder than my last one. He learns Earth's gone full X-Men with mutations, and humans either go mechanical, cyborgs, or biological gene fusers, to fight these monsters. Reincarnated and cautious, he vows to use his cheat system to grow strong, evolve slowly, and survive this chaotic world. New neighbors and a tiny sidekick. One day the doorbell rings. Young Wangshan opens it to find a woman in a blue dress, Shemin, their new neighbor. She introduces her husband Shan Jianyi, and their purple-haired daughter Shan Qinghan, who's clutching a doll like it's her lifeline. Lin Jichen locks eyes with Qinghan and thinks that this kid's gonna be my first homie in this world. He's already planning their epic friendship arc, like they're destined to be the Goku and Vegeta of this mutant-filled Earth. 7 months old, the baby bodybuilder. By 7 months, Lin Jichen's cheat skill is in overdrive. He's running, jumping, and even muttering basic words by talking to himself, because duh, he's a reincarnated genius. Every move earns him stat points. At 8 months, he's doing sit-ups and push-ups in his crib like a mini Dwayne Johnson. Roast time. Yo Lin, you're 8 months old and you're out here chasing abs. Bro, the only six-pack you should care about is in the fridge. He's careful to train when his parents aren't around, but one day his mom catches him mid-sit-up on the balcony. She rubs her eyes, thinking she's hallucinating. She's a web novel author, so she blames stress. Lin Jichen fake sleeps faster than you can say nap time, relieved his secret's safe. A few days later, while bathing him, young Wangshan screams for Lin Yan. They stare at their 8-month-old's defined abs. Lin Yan's hyped, saying, our kid's a 1 in a million prodigy. Gene fuser or cyborg. He's gonna crush it. Ling Jichen's internally high-fiving himself, thinking, lucky me, my parents are web novel nerds. They think this is normal, but he also knows he's not the only freak in this mutant world. A news report shows a 2-year-old from a martial arts family lifting a 20-kilo dumbbell one-handed. Jung Wangshin hugs her son, proudly declaring, Chuchin's just as amazing. Ling Jichen's touched but wonders, can I hit 20 kilos by age 2? 2 years old, the secret swole session. Fast forward to age 2. Lin Jichen's been training on the low, and he's a beast. In the storage room, he's casually lifting 20 kilos one-handed like it's a bag of groceries. Roast alert. Bro, you're 2 and you're out here lifting more than most gym bros on leg day. Take a nap, you tiny Schwarzenegger. His session's interrupted when his mom yells, Han Han's here to play. Han Han, aka Shan Qing Han, now 2, is at the door with a teddy bear. Lin Jichen sighs. He's got the mental age of a 30-year-old, so playing tag isn't his vibe. But Qing Han's obsessed with him, so he gets creative. She becomes his custom-sized weighted vest during workouts. Problem, she keeps peeing on him mid-exercise. Han Han, not again, he yells. Soaked. Dude, you're out here training with a toddler as a dumbbell, and she's turning you into a wet t-shirt contest loser. Upgrade your equipment, man. 3 years old, the swole king. By 3, Lin Jichen's strength is exponential. He's lifting 40 kilos one-handed like it's nothing. On TV, he sees a 4-year-old prodigy lift 30 kilos. He smirks. Shh, I'm already stronger. But his system still tags him as ordinary tier 1. He's like, what's it gonna take to hit tier 2? Stepping outside for the first time, he's blown away by the futuristic cityscape. Beastmen and cyborgs everywhere. With his mom and neighbors, he heads to the library. His mom points to the kids section, but Lin Jichen's like, nah, I'm here for the advanced encyclopedias. Qing Han trails him, confused. Their moms are shook. Shuming asks, why is he into those books? Zheng Wangxin shrugs. Genius Jin's duh. Lin Jichen ignores Qing Han's cookie offer, too busy learning that life's divided into 6 biological levels. Ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary and mythical, each with 9 tiers. Normal humans like his parents. Bottom tier ants compared to higher beings. This lights a fire in him to train harder while staying undercover. Then his system drops a new quest. Read 100 million characters to unlock the celestial rod of wisdom. Hyped, he accepts, ready to train his mind and body like a true gym bro. 4 years old, the kindergarten conqueror. By 4, Lin Jichen and Qing Han are holding their teacher Miss Jiang Mei's hand, strolling to kindergarten. His grind pays off. He hits ordinary tier 2. His stats are insane. Lifting 80 kilos one-handed, jumping 1.2 meters and running 100 meters in under 11 seconds. For a kindergartner, that's straight up superhuman. Roast time, bro, you're outrunning Usain Bolt in diapers. Go eat some Cheerios and relax. One day he sees bullies circling Qing Han, mocking her as bedwetter. Furious, he leaps into the fray like a pint-sized superhero, glaring and threatening. Bully Han Han again and I'll pee on your beds every night. The bullies cry and swear off kindergarten forever. Qing Han looks at him like he's Captain America. His system dings. Achievement unlocked. Kindergarten Kid King. New quest series unlocked. He's stoked to multitask quests like a pro. Half a year later, he finishes his reading quest, 100 million characters down. His reward, Celestial Root of Wisdom, granting perfect memory and peak human learning. Time flies, and by nearly 7, he and Qing Han pose for their kindergarten graduation photo. Even on vacation, Lin Jichen's grinding, ready to dominate this mutant-filled world. Now at the ripe old age of 7, Lin Jichen's basically a walking protein shake. This kid's tossing around a 200-kilo barbell like it's a fidget spinner. During summer break, his cheat code abilities hit new PRs. He's leaping 2 meters into the air, probably trying to dunk on clouds, and smashing the 100-meter dash in 7.98 seconds. Bro, Usain Bolt's out here taking notes. His brain's just as jacked, thanks to his celestial root of wisdom. He's already breezed through most of the elementary school syllabus, like it's a pop quiz. Roast alert. Yo Lin, you're 7 and you're out here flexing on algebra. Chill, let the other kids catch up before you start teaching quantum physics. He enrolls at Sunshine Elementary School, where he's basically self-studying advanced subjects while sipping imaginary pre-workout. Academic competitions. Child's play. He effortlessly snags first place in the National Elementary School academic competition. Probably just to flex his kindergarten Kid King title. In his spare time, he's tutoring his ride-or-die Shan Qinghan. She's not a prodigy like him, but she's got that grind set. With his help, her grades skyrocket, landing her second place in class right behind, you guessed it, Mr. Overachiever himself. To speedrun his system quests, Lin Jichen signs up for the school sports meet and obliterates every record. Dude's out here breaking track times and shot put distances like he's auditioning for the Avengers. He's thinking this school life's gonna be a predictable montage of me winning at everything, but then plot twist, a new transfer student rolls in. The mysterious new kid. The teacher introduces Bai Shu, a girl with long silvery blue hair that screams, "I'm not from this planet." Lin Jichen's spidey senses tingle the second she walks in. There's this weird non-human aura radiating off her like she's a gene fuser or maybe an alien in disguise. As Bai Shu searches for a seat, the class stares like she's a K-pop star. Shan Qinghan, who calls Lin Jichen Xiaochen, adorable, right? Whispers, her hair's like winter snowflakes, so pretty. Lin Jichen's too busy analyzing her vibe to care about aesthetics. Bro, you're 7, and you're playing paranormal detective. Focus on snack time, not her aura. Beishu sits near him and he's fixated on that uncanny energy. He's thinking Jian Fuser, cyborg, intergalactic exchange student. Over the next few days, Beishu's a total enigma. She doesn't talk, and when class ends she just plops her head on her desk like a human paperweight, barely moves, even for bathroom breaks. Kids are initially curious, snapping sneaky pics of her napping, but when her vibe stays on hibernate mode, they lose interest and the classroom goes back to normal. The sticky situation. A month later, chaos erupts. Baishu starts leaking this white, gooey, stinky liquid from her body, dripping onto her clothes and the floor. The classroom smells like a mix of gym socks and expired yogurt. The other kids gag and complain, and one jerk, Guanchun, decides to be that guy. He mocks her, then dumps his water bottle on her, cackling, "I'm just washing you off." Baishu, humiliated and soaked, clenches her fists on her desk, tears streaming down her face as she quietly sobs. The bullies laugh harder, thinking they've won. From his desk, Shan Qinghan looks at Lin Jichen with pleading eyes. "Can we help her?" Lin Jichen's torn, his gut screaming, "This girl's dangerous." But seeing her cry, he wonders if she's just a vulnerable kid getting picked on. Throwing caution to the wind, he struts up to Guanchen, grabs his collar and flashes a grin scarier than a horror movie villain. "Clean Bai Shi's desk." Now, he growls. Guanchen stammers, "Why yeah, okay." The other bullies know Lin Jichen's rep: academics, athletics and a mean streak. Even 6th graders don't mess with him. They scramble for tissues, wiping up the mess like their lives depend on it. Lin Jichen glares at the group. "Apologize, all of you." Sweating and shaking, the bullies line up, heads bowed, mumbling apologies and promising never to mess with her again. Roast alert. "Yo, Lin, you're out here running the classroom like a mob boss. What's next?" "Making them do your push-ups for you." After the bullies scatter, Bai Shu looks up, eyes still wet, and whispers, "Thank you," to Lin Jichen and Qinghan. Qinghan pats her shoulder, all sunshine and rainbows, saying, "Classmates gotta stick together." From that day, Qinghan's on a mission to befriend the quiet, white-haired girl, dragging Lin Jichen along for the ride. The power of friendship and snacks. Slowly, the trio starts hanging out. Qinghan's always shoving her best snacks into Bai Shu's hands. One day when Qinghan offers her a treat, Bai Shu hesitates. "Don't you hate my smell?" she asks, voice trembling. "Everyone's always avoided me. It feels like a dream that you're nice to me." Qinghan, with all the confidence of a toddler hyped on sugar, says, "This ain't a dream. I know what it's like to be left out. I'd never judge you. We can be friends forever if you want." She shoots Lin Jichen a mock glare, pulling him into the pack. Overwhelmed, Baisho hugs King Han tightly, tears flowing as she thanks them repeatedly. Lin, you're getting dragged into a BFF pact by two girls and you're just standing there like a grumpy cat. Step up, bro. Hug it out. Bai Shu pulls out a necklace with two beast fangs, explaining it was her mom's birthday gift. It's a symbol of our friendship, she says. Xing Han's all in, and the three stand in the schoolyard under the setting sun, shouting friends forever. It's so wholesome it could be a Pixar movie. The mysterious disappearance. But just as their friendship solidifies, bam! Bai Shu vanishes. Xing Han's devastated when she hears Bai Shu dropped out. Lin Jichen confirms it, recalling a sketchy moment he witnessed: Bai Shu in the principal's office, with a hulking guy sporting cybernetic arms. The principal assured the man her records would stay confidential. Lin Jichen's gut tells him Bai Shu's no ordinary kid. After that day she's gone, leaving him wondering who or what she really was. Roast alert, bro, you're out here playing Sherlock while your bestie's crying. Maybe spend less time on conspiracy theories and more on passing her tissues. Back to the grind. Back home, Lin Jichen's giving his mom Jung Wangshin a shoulder massage. She sighs, this is perfect after a long day of typing. Little does she know, he picked up these pro-level massage skills from his celestial root of wisdom. He's low-key shocked it's this useful. Yo Lin, you're a reincarnated genius, and you're using your powers to be a masseuse. Next you'll be opening a spa called Baby Biceps Wellness Center. Their chill evening gets interrupted by a news report. A 10-year-old Kyoto prodigy just fused with aberrant beast genes, and can now lift a 500-kilo rock one-handed. Lin Jichen recognizes the kid and feels a pang of rivalry. His dad Lin Yen grumbles, this Kyoto kid's always on TV, what are they turning him into an influencer? His parents bicker. Lin Yen argues the kid's from a 1,000-year-old martial arts family with cutting-edge gene tech. While Jung Wangshin calls it unethical to make kids guinea pigs, Lin Yen snaps back. Family legacy comes first for clans like that. Jung Wangshin rolls her eyes. Oh, you know everything, huh? Amid their banter, Lin Jichen's deep in thought. That Kyoto kid lifted 100 kilos pre-fusion. Now it's 500 kilos, 5 times stronger, but Lin Jichen at just 8 can lift 300 kilos one-handed without gene fusion. He clenches his fist, brimming with confidence. My potential's way bigger. He thinks, but that swagger doesn't last long. Roast alert. Bro, you're flexing on a 10-year-old from Kyoto. Focus on not getting grounded for sneaking extra protein shakes. Lin Jichen's world just got a reality check. A breaking news report hits the TV, and it's straight up nightmare fuel. A neighboring country's city got wiped out by a massive explosion. The footage shows giant aberrant rats, think Godzilla, but with whiskers tearing through ruins. One clips a woman in its jaws, chomping her like a late-night snack. The report pins the chaos on the heretics' cult, a shady cult controlling these monster rodents for their own twisted gain. A Sakura country official begs for international help in a press conference. Lin Jichen's like, these heretics are humanity's worst frenemies. He's just glad he's in a strong, safe country where he can train in secret. Roast alert. Bro, you're out here planning your next deadlift while cities are getting ratified. Maybe skip leg day and work on your survival skills. Then boom, sonic blasts echo outside. He sprints to the window, yanks the curtains, and sees a squad of heavily armed cyborgs zooming through the night sky. Why the heavy artillery? He wonders, hoping it's not a sign of impending doom. Next morning everything seems chill. He's waiting for Shan Qinghan, who runs up apologizing for being late. As she gets close, Lin Jichen notices her beast fang necklace, the one Bai Shu gave them, glowing blue. That same non-human vibe he sensed from Bai Shu pulses from it. The light fades fast, and they brush it off, but Lin Jichen's gut screams, something big's coming. Yo Lin, your friend's necklace is out here doing sci-fi cosplay and you're just like, whatever, maybe check if it's a tracking device, Sherlock. A creepy encounter. On their way to school, a mysterious woman with long red hair and a black dress leans against a lamppost, smirking. What cute kids. Siblings? She asks. Kin Han. Proud as ever, chirps. Nope, besties since forever. The woman's smile twists with fake sadness. Wish I had a childhood friend. Then her vibe shifts, eyes gleaming. She asks, why are you walking to school alone? Where are your parents? Before Kin Han can answer, Lin Ji Chen grabs her hand, cuts in with we're late, let's go, and drags her away. The creepy lady's left in the dust. Once they're far enough, he scolds Kin Han. No talking to strangers, remember? She nods. Sheepish. Roast alert. Bro, you're 8, and you're already pulling the overprotective big brother act. Chill, she's not gonna trade her snacks for a stranger's candy. After school, Lin Jichen takes Kin Han through a deserted alley slated for demolition. She's spooked, whining. This place is creepy. He explains it's empty, so they're safe. But then, surprised, the red-haired lady's back with a hulking dude named Shang. She smirks. Finally, you're out of school. Shang's impatient, growling, stop chatting and knock him out so we can sell him quick. He charges with a cloth probably soaked in chloroform, yelling about cashing in. Lin Jichen shoves Kin Han aside and steps up like a pint-sized action hero. He clenches his fist and wham, lands a haymaker on Shang's face. The big guy's sent flying, crashing into the alley with a scream, spitting blood. The red-haired lady's jaw drops. A primary school kid just yeeted my goon. Before she can react, Lin Jichen delivers a gut punch and an uppercut, knocking her out cold. Yo Lin, you're out here one-punching grown adults like you're in an anime. Save some knuckles for recess, champ. Staring at the unconscious kidnappers, he grabs a brick, thinking, no cameras in this alley. If they wake up, my secret strength's busted. But before he can go full vigilante, the ground quakes. A massive claw smashes through a wall, and a monstrous aberrant rat emerges from the rubble, ignoring the kids and lunging at the unconscious woman. Instead of eating her, it slices her head clean off and picks it up like a trophy. Kin Han screams. Lin Jichen scoops her up, shouting, it's a demon rat, we gotta bounce. He sprints, carrying her to safety. The cyborg savior. As they flee, a red and gold streak lights up the sky. A female cyborg with golden hair and bunny ear-shaped helmet jets into the alley like a superhero. Kin Han, peeking over Lin Jichen's shoulder, gasps. She's so fast. The cyborg lands behind the rat with ninja precision, her glove glowing as she charges her weapon. Anesthetic smoke, she yells, firing projectiles that explode, shaking the alley. Lin Jichen shields Kin Han from the blast. The rat roars, dazed by the smoke, and the cyborg unleashes a flurry of strikes, finishing the beast in 7 minutes. Roast alert, bro, you're analyzing her fight like it's a UFC match. She took 7 minutes, and you're out here judging like you could have done it in 2. Stay humble, Mini Hulk. Later, watching a news report on the incident, Lin Jichen breaks down the cyborg's moves. He concludes her strength isn't that high. She had to weaken the rat first. Those aberrant rats, up to ordinary 5th tier and over 10 meters long. Scary stuff. The close call reminds him how dangerous this world is. He doubles down, vowing to train harder to protect himself and his crew. Birthday games and new beginnings. In his training space, Lin Jichen's grinding weighted squats with a massive barbell, racking up system points like a gamer. Life moves on, and soon he and Kin Han are celebrating their 9th birthday. Their families gather around a giant cake, and after making wishes, they exchange gifts. Thanks to his celestial root of wisdom, Lin Jichen taught himself woodcarving in one night, and crafted a detailed wooden hairpin for Kin Han. She beams, pinning it in her hair, saying, I love it. Yo, Lin, you learned carving in a night to make a hairpin. Next you'll be whittling a whole furniture set for her dollhouse. Slow your roll, Etsy King. Time flies, and they graduate elementary school, starting at Shanghai Middle School. His system dings, achievement unlocked, kindergarten kid, king in elementary school, top dog. Next up, middle school overlord, which will grant him the survival of the fittest attribute. Even during vacation, he's doing high-intensity training, 1,000 push-ups with a boulder on his back, boosting his stats like crazy. Right before school starts, after a 10-kilometer run, his system announces he's hit ordinary 3rd tier. His stats are nuts, lifting 700 kilos one-handed, jumping 4 meters and running 100 meters in 6 seconds. He wonders how the Kyoto prodigy's doing. Roast alert, bro, you're out here breaking world records at 9. Save some glory for the Olympics, you tiny Terminator. The Kyoto prodigy strikes again. The night before middle school, a news report drops. The now 14-year-old Kyoto prodigy fused with giant ant genes and can lift a 2,000-kilo alloy block one-handed. Lin Ji-chen does the math. Ant genes boost strength 4 to 8 times, so the kid's base strength is around 500 kilos. At 8, Lin Ji-chen's at 700 kilos without fusion. He smirks, thinking, I'm still ahead. He dreams of how unstoppable he'll be with gene fusion one day. Yo, you're grinning like you just beat the final boss, but you're still in tutorial mode. Stay focused, champ. Middle school mayhem. As the city's top student, every elite middle school begged for Lin Ji-chen, but he picked Shanghai Middle School partly for its epic sports facilities, but mostly so Qinghan could be in his class. At registration, the principal and their new teacher hype him up, expecting greatness. He brushes it off, dragging Qinghan to the badminton court for a pre-class match. She swings, calling her shot a fairy curve ball. He snatches the shuttlecock mid-air, but their game's cut short when a group of seniors storms in. Their leader, rocking a backward cap, snatches the shuttlecock, declaring, "This court's ours." His buddies mock Qinghan, saying she can play with them. She fires back, "Follow the rules. We were here first." Lin Ji-chen glares at the seniors, voice icy. "Back off, Qinghan. First come, first serve." The leader laughs, all cocky, and goes to serve. Lin Ji-chen's done playing nice. "My rules now," he says, leaping with monstrous force and smashing the shuttlecock. It streaks across the court like a missile, shattering the leader's racket and sending his cap flying. Roast alert. Yo, Lin, you just turned badminton into a war zone. That shuttlecock's probably in orbit now. Chill before you get banned from P. The seniors' faces are slick with sweat and pure terror. They're shaking, whispering, "Is this kid even human, or some gene-fused freak?" One blurts out, "If that shot was off by an inch, our boss's head would have been badminton bait." They bow deep, stammering apologies. "We get the rules now. First come, first serve. We're out." And poof, they bolt like they saw a ghost. Word must have spread like wildfire, 'cause after that no one dared mess with Lin Ji-chen or Shan Qinghan. School life rolled on, but middle school was a glow-up, bigger campus, better vibes. Lin Ji-chen was miles ahead academically. He'd already crushed the entire curriculum. In class, he'd chill with fascinating books while the others struggled with basics. Roast alert, bro, you're 9 and you're speedrunning middle school like it's a speedrun challenge. Let the normies catch up before you drop a book report on quantum entanglement. Nights, post-workout, he'd fire up his celestial root of wisdom to learn wild skills online. Cooking, photography, driving, swimming, you name it. To snag the middle school overlord title, he didn't just ace every subject, he repped the school in nationals, stacking trophies like Pokemon cards. But to stay low-key, he'd sandbag first place sometimes. A whole semester flew by. Title still locked. His killer performances earned him a fan club of giggling fangirls, leaving love letters on his desk. He yeeted them all into the trash. Priorities a meteorite. Besides tutoring Qinghan, he was laser-focused on the upcoming school sports festival. Dominate that, and the title's mine, he thought. He picked 3 events: shot put, raw power, high jump, vertical explosion, and sprinting, blinding speed. In shot put, he hurled the thing 20 meters, holding back to not look superhuman. Still crushed all 3 golds, lounging with Qinghan, admiring his shiny metal. A surge of power ripples through him. Ding. System notification, middle school overlord unlocked. Achievements crush the competition. With all 3 school titles, he completes dominant 9 years of compulsory education. Reward, survival of the fittest, a biological attribute, letting him evolve by devouring other creatures' life essence. Feeling the power hum inside, Lin Ji-chen grins. Finally, overlord status. Yo, Lin, you're out here turning school into a boss rush. Congrats on the title, but maybe celebrate with a juice box instead of flexing in the mirror. Unlocking the predator mode. As they head out of school, Lin Jichen ponders his new survival of the fittest perk. It lets him absorb life essence from prey to evolve, like a real-life Pokemon trainer, but edgier. What even is life essence, he wonders, zoning out until King Han snaps him back. Idea strikes. He asks to borrow her beast fang necklace. She hands it over, and zap, system alert. Discovered trace of abyssal joint butterfly life essence. New guidebook unlocked. 1% progress. A spectral image of a massive, dark butterfly with eye-covered wings materializes. He jolts. Wait, this fang's a butterfly tooth. That night, hyped for deets, he Googles abyssal joint butterfly. Zilch. Gotta study this exotic beast myself, he sighs. Remembering Bai Shu gave 2 fangs, he digs out his from his bag. Touching the second one, another trace discovered. Guidebook progress. 2%, but its weak fangs are tapped out. Need a better way to unlock full power, he mutters. Roast alert. Bro, you're geeking out over butterfly bling like it's a crypto NFT. Calm down, David Attenborough. It's just a necklace. Next day, to amp training and dodge aberrant beasts, Len Jichen starts biking King Han to school. As they roll out of the lot, a dude in a tracksuit flags him down. I'm Coach Guo, martial arts team. He gushes over Len Jichen's sports fest dominance. School history made, and formally invites him to join. Your athletic talent outshines your brains. Coach urges a yes but gives think time. The hype's contagious. Len Jichen can't say no. As they pedal off, Coach waves, Gym's room C, drop by if you're free. Yo, Len, Coach is fanboying harder than your fangirls. Join the team, you'll have 'em doing burpees in your sleep. Sunset hits, and back in his room, Lin Jichen's itching to test his new ability. He squashes a cockroach and mosquito on sight, stares at the bug bodies. No power surge, weak sauce doesn't count, he realizes. Only strong or exotic beasts pack life essence. To probe further, he decides on a supermarket run for beast meat. With Kin Han on the back, he bikes to a massive multi-story mart. Inside, aisles of pre-packaged beast meat tempt him, but he needs touch. Frustrated, he hears a butcher hawking fresh cuts. Fresh beast meat, not pre-packaged, safe to eat. At the counter, the guy's hacking huge slabs. Lin Jichen tells Kin Han to wait and dashes over, slapping his hand on a fresh chunk. Whoosh, a purple energy wave floods him. Bingo, life essence vibe strong. He fists pumps, grinning like he won the lottery. Kin Han watches, baffled. Why's he hyped over meat? She sidles up, confused. How's the meat feel? He plays it cool, super fresh, wanna touch. She waves her hands like it's toxic. Nah, you've touched enough for both of us. Roast alert. Bro, you're out here high-fiving raw meat like it's your new gym spotter. Keep it weird, but maybe wash your hands before high-fiving people. Theory confirmed. He grabs beast meat to test at home. King Han's shocked. He never buys this pricey stuff. Cheapest, ghost shadow squid at 1,000 yen per jin. He snags a pack, she panics. Too expensive. Ask your mom first. He pats her head, smirking. Chill, mom said, stock up for both families. Flashback. Young Wangshin's all smiles, prepping a feast. Inner truth. Sharing's his cover. Real goal. Test if he can absorb while eating without spoiling the meat. At checkout, 3 packs for 2,994 yen. The cashier thanks him. Outside, he winces. That was steep. When's the next payday? By wrap-up, it's past 9:30 p.m. City's on curfew lockdown, so straight home for safety. On the ride, Lin Jichen can't wait. Sneaks a hand to the basket. Zap! Familiar purple surge. System devoured portion of ghost shadow squid life essence. New guidebook unlocked. 0.1% progress. A creepy multi-eyed squid vision flashes in his mind. Cruising quiet streets, he crunches numbers. Tiny bite unlocked, a sliver of power. Full 100%, gotta devour 100 jin. 10,000 yen ballpark. He eyes the squid's stealth skill, melts into water, vanishes. Worth the grind. Path clear. Time to stack cash. Can't beg family for beast meat budget. Yo Lin, you're plotting a side hustle for squid snacks. From school overlord to underground butcher. Next you'll be flipping burgers at Beast Burger. Get that bag, king. Lin Ji-chun stoked, staring at the ghost shadow squid package. The meat still looks fresh as ever. No spoilage from absorbing its life essence. His guidebook progress for the squid creeps up to 3% and he's grinning like he just peered his deadlift. His focus snaps when Shan Chenghan yells a warning. He slams the bike brakes, narrowly avoiding a couple by inches and mumbles an apology. Internally he's roasting himself. Bro, you're so busy daydreaming about squid powers you almost turned us into roadkill. Focus, Chenghan points ahead, and they spot a tense scene. A jacked red-haired dude holding a woman hostage at knife point. Chenghan gasps, recognizing her as their teacher, Miss Jia. The guy's screaming threats at the crowd while police try to de-escalate via megaphone. Roast alert. Yo Lun, you're out here biking into a crime scene like it's a side quest. Maybe stick to gym battles, not hostage crises. The police captain stops Officer Aben from shooting, warning that the suspect's using Miss Jia as a human shield too risky for a clean shot. Aben suggests tear gas, but the captain shuts it down, worried it'll agitate the guy. The cops hesitate, but Lin Ji-chun, he's not about that waiting life. He grabs a pebble off the sidewalk and with Olympic-level precision, flicks it at Aben's gun. Bam! The gun misfires, the bullet grazing the suspect's knife hand. He screams, drops the knife, and Miss Jia breaks free. The captain seizes the moment, ordering his team to swarm. Officers tackle the guy, and a female cop comforts a shaken but safe Miss Jia. Lin Ji-chun, cool as ever, hops on his bike to slip away. King Han, eyes wide, whispers, "Did you throw that rock?" He shushes her, muttering, "We'll talk later," and pedals off. Bro, you're out here sniping with pebbles like a budget Hawkeye? Next time just yeet a dumbbell and call it a day. A voice booms. Stop, it's the captain, eyeing Lin Ji-chun. You threw that rock, didn't you? Caught. Lin Ji-chun flashes a nervous grin and denies it. The captain squints, muttering, "Who does a good deed and denies it? Weird kid." Then he shouts, "Bravery gets rewards." The word reward lights up Lin Ji-chun's broke kid brain. Beast meat ain't cheap. He screeches to a stop, jogs back and sheepishly admits, "Okay, yeah, I threw it. I need cash, man." The captain nods, saying, "Come to the station, file a report and I'll hook you up with the reward." Roast alert. Yo Lin, you flipped from "nah wasn't me" to "gimme that cash" faster than a crypto bro chasing Bitcoin. Hustle game strong. Lin Ji-chun and Chenghan prep to head to the station after notifying their families. They're expecting smooth sailing, but plot twist, the cuffed suspect's face twists into something demonic. The cops freeze, realizing he's a heretic, morphing into a giant mutant rat. He snaps his cuffs like twigs and swipes at the officers with massive claws. The captain radios, "Open fire but prioritize civilian safety." Bullets fly, but they're useless against the beast. A panicked report crackles. The heretics fused with right. King Jin's and backups called. Lin Ji-chun grabs King Han and bolts, relieved the rats not chasing them but knowing they gotta move fast. Bro, you're dodging mutant rats like it's a cardio day. Maybe skip the sprint and start practicing for the apocalypse. The purple-powered cyborg. As they flee, a figure drops from the sky, glowing with a purple aura. It's a sleek, futuristic armored female cyborg with short, dark purple hair. She slams a devastating strike into the rat, forcing it back. Floating mid-air, she charges a laser cannon in her chest, shouting "Fire!" A massive purple energy beam engulfs the creature. It roars in agony, collapsing into a smoldering pile of ash. Lin Ji-chun's jaw drops, marveling at her power. Chenghan and Miss Jia breathe sighs of relief as the danger clears. Lin Ji-chun, he's checking his bike, muttering, "Good thing that blast didn't toast my ride." Big financial lull. Then he glances at the basket and freezes. The ghost shadow squid is now a stinky, spoiled mess. His theory flips. Absorbing life essence does ruin meat, just slowly. Grabbing a bloated tentacle, he dramatically tosses it, yelling, "The fight and that cyborg's attack burned my meat." Miss Jia consoles him, saying, "Safety's what matters." Roast alert. Yo Lin, you're mourning Squid like it's your lost soulmate. Blaming a mutant rat for bad groceries is peak drama. Get an Oscar, bro. They head to the station with a security team, stuck in a van with the heretic's charred remains. The stench is brutal. Lin Ji-chen has a light bulb moment. Daishu's fangs held life essence post-death. Could this rat's corpse? He sneaks a hand toward the remains. Zap fiery red energy surge hits him. System, devoured portion of joint mutant rat life essence. Guidebook progress 5%. He's stunned. 5% is huge. Fresher sources mean bigger gains. Officer Abing catches him barking sit still. Lin Ji-chen plays it off. Just stretching, bro. Yo, you're groping mutant rat ashes like it's a power-up. Hope you brought hand sanitizer, you walking biohazard. The Rat King revelation. At the public security office, the captain confirms Lin Ji-chen's bravery reward is in motion but gets serious. How's a middle schooler hitting a knife hand from that far in dim light with a rock? Lin Ji-chen shrugs. I train my right arm a lot. The captain pauses, skeptical, but Qinghan interrupts, yelling her aunt's here. Lin Ji-chen's shocked as his parents burst in, panicked. His mom Zheng Wangxin, face pale and eyes teary, sprints over, hugging him tight. You scared me half to death. Are you okay? He reassures her, flexing. I'm fine, got a reward coming too. She makes him promise to hide if danger strikes again, tears welling as she begs him to grow up safe. Moved, he vows to prioritize safety. The captain watches, still puzzled by this kid's freaky skills. Roast alert, bro, you're making your mom cry while chasing reward money. Maybe trade those biceps for some emotional intelligence. As they leave, Lin Ji-chen overhears two female officers discussing the case. One gripes, perps are getting bolder. The other reveals the heretic was a Gangyun University liberal arts student, brainwashed by the rat god cult. The first curses the cult, but her partner says the real problem's the self-proclaimed rat king. Lin Ji-chen's ears perk up. In the car home, he dives into his phone researching the cult. It's based in Shanghai, mostly outcasts, and the Rat King's forcing followers to collect evolution materials to become a higher-tier being. A chilling thought hits. Is the Rat King a freakish beast, already sentient? Glancing out the window, he spots a cat-sized rat on the sidewalk. For a split second, he wonders if it's tied to the Rat King, then shakes it off. Big rats are normal in the south. He notices King Han quiet and fidgeting, looking uneasy. Yo Lin, you're playing detective over a street rat while your bestie's having a silent panic attack. Maybe check on her before you start chasing the Rat King like it's a gym rival. Lin Ji-chen notices Shan Qinghan clutching her knees, trembling. He clocks it instantly. Since they were kids, Qinghan's had this quirky issue where she loses bladder control when scared. Embarrassing for her, sure, but Lin Ji-chen's always suspected it's tied to some hidden power. Roast alert. Yo Lin, you're out here playing detective over your bestie's nervous habits. Focus on keeping her calm instead of theorizing she's a secret superhero. Back home, his mom, Young Wangshen, is shook when she hears about the 3,000 yuan ghost shadow squid going missing. Lin Ji-chen spins a quick lie, must have dropped it while escaping that chaos. His mom brushes it off, prioritizing his safety. Forget the meat, you're alive. That's what matters. He breathes a sigh of relief, thinking he's in the clear, but his dad Lin Yan isn't buying it. The guy's stubborn as a mule, declaring, I'm going back to find that meat. I may be a faded wage slave, but I've got grit. Lin Ji-chen tries to stop him, arguing it's too dangerous and the meat's probably spoiled anyway. Lin Yan squints, suspicious. How do you know it's spoiled? Caught. Lin Ji-chen wipes sweat and mumbles, just a guess. Bro, you're sweating harder than during a max rep squat sesh. Next time, maybe don't lie to the guy who pays for your protein shakes. Meanwhile, at the now empty public security office, the captain's puffing a cigarette, still obsessing over the night's wild events. How's a middle schooler throwing a rock with sniper-level precision? He mutters. Suddenly a weird noise echoes from the corner. His eyes widen. A giant joint mutant rat, way bigger than any street rat, is perched on the filing cabinets. Before he can react, it leaps. The captain draws his pistol and unloads, but the scene turns into a bloody, chaotic blur ending in a crimson haze. Roast alert. Yo, Captain, you're out here fighting mutant rats like it's a zombie flick, but you're still stumped by a kid with a pebble. Maybe upgrade to a rocket launcher next time. A heavy reality check. Next day in class, Lin Jichen slumps at his desk replaying the night's insanity. The heretic's transformation, the cyborg's power. It hits him hard he's still weak. To level up his guidebook progress, like that ghost shadow squid at 3%, he needs cash for more beast meat. Influencer life or selling study guides crosses his mind, but he nixes it too flashy for his low-profile vibe. Then it clicks in this world martial arts and gene fusion trump academics. Time to act. He heads to the gym where the martial arts team's training in room C. Spotting Coach Guo sipping from a thermos, he greets him. Surprised, Coach asks, "Here to join or just scoping us out?" Lin Jichen leans in, whispering, "If I join, do I get to compete in city tournaments? Is the prize money real?" Coach grins, confirming the cash can hit tens of thousands. That's all Lin Jichen needs. He shakes Coach's hand, declaring, "I'm in, starting today." Yo Lin, you're joining the team for the bag, not the glory. That's some next level hustle. Hope you're ready to punch your way to a paycheck. Coach gathers the team, hyping up their new member Lin Jichen, your sports meet champ. The crew Zheng Kai, Huang Yaning, Oring, Lu Tong and Han Yigu introduce themselves. Lin Jichen gives a quick nod, keeping it cool. Since he's never had formal martial arts training, Coach starts with basic fist and leg techniques. Warning, they look simple but mastering them's tough. Even our fastest learner Li Sheng took a week. He encourages Lin Jichen to try. Thanks to his celestial root of wisdom, which includes a cosmic-level grasp of martial arts, Lin Jichen memorizes Coach's demo in one glance. He nails the fist techniques, perfect form, no mistakes. Ding! System notification, vitality, strength, dexterity, proficiency points gained. He flows into leg techniques, delivering smooth, powerful kicks. Another notification, leg muscle strength, dexterity, proficiency boosted. The team and Coach are floored, jaws dropped. Coach nearly fumbles his thermos, thinking, how's this kid nailing complex forms on the first try? He's a born prodigy, 1 in a billion. Roast alert, bro, you're out here flexing martial arts like you've been training since the womb. Slow down before Coach makes you teach the class. Dinner and a power-up. That evening in Shanghai, Zheng Wangshan calls Lin Jichen to dinner. He sprints over, spoon in hand, hyped. "Mom, what's cooking?" She proudly unveils a steaming platter of ghost shadow squid, exactly what he craved. "Smells amazing," he says, digging in. "Mom, your cooking's the best in the world," she beams, saying, "Eat up. I bought 3 whole jin." As he munches, a system alert pops. Ghost shadow squid life essence devoured. Guidebook progress, 3.01%. He groans internally. Eating barely moves the needle compared to direct absorption. If he'd known, he wouldn't have ruined the first batch by touching it. Yo, Lin, you're whining about squid progress while eating your mom's gourmet cooking. Be grateful and pass the soy sauce, you picky powerhouse. Dinner's interrupted by a news report about a 14-year-old genius girl, the youngest cyborg ever. Fused with an energy core, she's got superhuman stats, lifting a 5,000-kilo SUV one-handed, running 100 meters in 3 seconds, and jumping 8 meters. Lin Jichen ponders, what's stronger, Kyoto Prodigy's gene fusion or this girl's cybernetics? His thoughts shatter with breaking news. Security Captain H. Chunshan, the guy they met, was killed in his office by a joint mutant rat. Surveillance shows the beast devouring him as medics rush his body away. Lin Jichen freezes, recalling the cat-sized rat from last night. Is it tied to the Rat King? He imagines a massive rat wreaking havoc. The captain's death screams one truth: danger's closing in. He resolves to train harder. Now roast alert. Bro, you're connecting dots like a conspiracy theorist while a mutant rat's out there snacking on cops. Maybe skip the detective work and start bench pressing tanks. A spicy school showdown. Lin Jichen throws himself into a brutal training regimen. Post-grind, he's clocking 100 meters in 4.61 seconds, jumping 22.3 meters vertically, and lifting 1,200 kilos one-handed. Alongside personal workouts, he trains with the martial arts team to prep for the tournament. Next morning at school, he heads to the gym, Ching-han tagging along, curious. On the way, a pink-haired girl warmly greets him, offering a bottle of fresh milk. He politely declines, citing a milk allergy, and moves on with Ching-han. The girl pouts, disappointed. From a distance, teammate Wang Yanning watches, fuming. He's got a crush on her, and is pissed that Lin Ji-chin, who beat him at the sports meet, rejected her gift. Unable to hold back, Wang Yanning storms over, blocking their path. He chews out Lin Ji-chin for bad manners and hurting her feelings. When Lin Ji-chin calmly explains his allergy, Wang Yanning calls him a liar and challenges him to a spar. Terms: if Wang Yanning loses, he'll never bother Lin Ji-chin again. If Lin Ji-chin loses, he drinks the whole milk bottle. Ding! A system notification hits. New achievement mission: defeat 8,000 opponents in formal competitions to enhance survival of the fittest trait. A mischievous grin spreads across Lin Ji-chin's face, a purple aura flaring around him. Challenge accepted, he says, eyes blazing with victory. Word of the duel spreads like wildfire. Students buzz about the epic junior vs senior showdown. Yo, Lin, you're turning a milk allergy into a full-on fight club. Hope you brought your game face, because this dude's about to get smoked harder than your spoiled squid. The gym's buzzing when Lin Ji-chen and Shan Ching-han arrive. A massive crowd circles the sparring area. Hyped up and clearly Team Lin Ji-chen, his fangirls are screaming, "Teach that guy a lesson." The pink-haired girl from earlier is there, phone out, recording like it's going viral. Huang Yanning, aka Jung Kai, scowls, fuming that everyone's betting on his loss. In his head he admits Lin Ji-chen's talent has been unreal lately, but this fight's his last shot to prove himself and put the rising genius in his place. Meanwhile, Lin Ji-chen's chill as a popsicle, casually stretching and saying, "Yo, I got dinner waiting at home. Can we wrap this up quick?" Jung Kai takes it as a diss, smirking, "Sure, I'll grant your final wish." Roast alert. Yo, Lin, you're out here trash-talking like you're late for a buffet. Save some sass for the fight. Dinner boy. Coach Guo steps in as ref, raising his hand to start the match and reminding them of the rules. No dirty moves, keep it clean. But before the bell, Jung Kai yells, "Hold up." With a smug grin, he offers Lin Ji-chin a handicap. "I've got 2 years of martial arts training. You, barely a month. To keep it fair, I'll let you have the first 3 moves free." Lin Ji-chin nods, all calm, and says, "Bet." The second he agrees, he moves like lightning. Before Jung Kai can raise his guard, Lin Ji-chin unleashes a monster punch. Boom! The hit's so hard, blood sprays from Jung Kai's nose and he's out cold, crashing to the gym floor. The room goes silent for a split second. Coach Guo blinks in disbelief, jaw dropped, yelling, "The fight's over in 1 punch." The team and crowd are stunned. Did this duel really end in a second? Yo, Lin, you turned Jung Kai into a human piñata with 1 swing. Bro, at least let him throw a punch for the vibes. Then the gym explodes with cheers. Shan Ching-han waves her fists, hyping Lin Ji-chen like he's a rock star. The fangirls, including Pink Hair, go wild, screaming, "He's unstoppable." Standing over his KO'd opponent, Lin Ji-chen gets a system notification. Defeated a rival, gained affection of opposite gender. Priority mating rights unlocked. His mission progress ticks up 8,000 rivals defeated for the survival of the fittest trait. He smirks, thinking, long road to natural selection, but I'm just getting started. Eyeing the spooked martial arts team, he flashes a friendly but kinda menacing grin. Yo, who's up for a spar? The team freezes. One mumbles about cram school, another says their mom's waiting for dinner, and the rest fake sudden illnesses. Roast alert. Bro, you're scaring your teammates into early retirement. They're dodging you like you're handing out extra homework. Jung Kai, barely conscious, crawls up, refusing to accept defeat. He accuses Lin Ji-chen of cheating and threatens a rematch. Coach Guo steps in, sternly telling him, "Take the L like a man." But Coach is curious, was that punch just luck? To test it, he calls up Xiao Li, a spiky-haired team member. Xiao Li freezes, fear in his eyes, muttering, "Please, Lin Jichen, don't aim for my face." 10 minutes later, the gym floor's littered with knocked-out teammates. Lin Jichen stands tall, thinking, "I went easy, barely a tap," but checking his system, he's bummed only the first win counted toward his achievement. Friendly spars don't cut it, he needs official rivals. "Yo, Lin, you turned the gym into a nap zone and still didn't level up. Maybe stop flexing on your own team and save it for the real deal." Coach Guo slaps Lin Jichen's shoulder, beaming, "You're a genius. In 1 month you're our top fighter." Pumped, he declares, with Lin Jichen, Shanghai High is gonna crush the regional martial arts tournament. Lin Jichen's mind clicks. Coach is right, the tournament's his shot to rack up official wins and boost his progress. Just then, Yongkai stumbles up, dramatically accepting his loss in an over-the-top speech. Shan Qinghan, Coach Guo, and even Lin Jichen are left speechless, cringing at the theatrics. The crowd and Coach scatter, leaving Yongkai whining, "Y'all didn't even hear my full speech." Roast alert. "Yo, Yongkai, you're out here monologuing like a rejected movie villain. Take the L and go ice your nose, bro. Martial arts, or bust." In this world, high schoolers must pick between academics or martial arts, with dangers like mutant rats and heretics. Martial arts is the cooler choice. Shan Qinghan, not wanting to be left behind, joins the martial arts class with Lin Jichen. Their daily training is intense, 300-meter sprints, an hour of hand-to-hand combat, then sit-ups and push-ups for strength. After each session, Lin Jichen gives Qinghan a muscle-relaxing massage to ease her tension, but he doesn't slack on his own grind, pushing his limits daily to prep for the tournament and unlock that natural selection attribute. "Yo, Lin, you're out here giving massages like a pro while planning world domination, multitasking king, but maybe don't turn the gym into a spa." The regional tournament showdown. A month later, the regional martial arts tournament arrives. The massive city gymnasium is packed, the crowd roaring around a central fighting ring. In the waiting area, tensions thick. Coach grows sweating, checking the roster and griping that Shanghai High's up against the powerhouse Shanghai #1 High. A teammate panics, whispering their rival team has a fighter who runs 100 meters in under 9 seconds. The team's morale tanks, but Lin Jichen raises a hand, calm as ever. "I'll go first." Coach Guo, still nervous, agrees to let his star player lead. As Lin Jichen steps into the arena, Qinghan cheers from the sidelines and Coach Guo hypes him through a megaphone. Roast alert. "Yo, Lin, you're strolling into the ring like it's a casual Tuesday. Hope you brought that one-punch energy, because this crowd's expecting a show." His opponent, a hulking student from Shanghai #1 High, steps up. He praises Lin Jichen for reaching the tournament as a first year but quickly mocks, "This stage ain't for shorties who can't even hit 8.7 meters. Flexing his biceps, he brags, "I'll show you the real gap in size and strength." The ref signals and the fight kicks off. The giant charges, throwing a massive punch. To everyone's shock, Lin Jichen doesn't flinch. He sidesteps effortlessly and counters with a single devastating chest strike. Boom! The impact's so brutal the huge opponent flies across the arena, crashing unconscious. The announcer's stunned silent for a moment, mic dangling. "Yo, Lin, you just sent that dude to the moon with one hit. Bro, you're not fighting, you're launching people into next week's tournament." The announcer stammers out Lin Jichen's victory, and the crowd loses it. Shan Qinghan jumps for joy, shouting, "My Xiaoqin's unstoppable." The Shanghai High team goes wild, mobbing Coach Guo and hyping Lin Jichen, joking that his opponent's muscles were deader than a doornail. Across the arena, Shanghai #1 High's coach is fuming. He chews out his knocked-out fighter. "You rushed in like an idiot and forgot your footwork." Roast alert. "Yo, Lin, you turned that dude's biceps into a punching bag." But let's be real, his coach is saltier than a gym bro's post-workout sweat. Back in the ring, Lin Jichen gets a system notification. Tournament rival defeated. Elimination count, 28,000. His ranking climbs and he clenches his fist, thinking, "This is the grind I need." The opposing coach, desperate to stop the massacre, calls up his next fighter, Chen Fong, with strict orders to crush that first year fast. Chen Fong nods calmly, stepping into the ring with a composed vibe. Unlike the last guy's bravado, the announcer signals the second duel, and Chen Fong unleashes a flurry of lightning-fast strikes, moving with insane speed. Lin Jichen, cool as ever, counters the assault, blocking a powerful kick with one hand. The block's so strong that Chen Fong spins out of control, crashing to the arena floor, out cold. Medics rush in with a stretcher, muttering about a head scan. The crowd stunned, whispering, "What just happened?" Some angry spectators yell about a rigged tournament demanding refund. Shanghai number one's coach slumps, head in hands, realizing it's not luck. Shanghai High's first year is a beast. "Yo, Lin, you're out here sending dudes to the ER with one block? Bro, you're not fighting, you're yeeting opponents into next week's doctor's appointment." In the waiting area, the rival coach switches tactics, summoning Gao Fei, a spiky-haired kid with orders to play full defense. "No more losses," he barks. Gao Fei, brimming with confidence, smirks. "Chill, coach, I got this." As he struts to the ring, he dismisses Lin Jichen's wins as tricks. Banking on his own elite speed, 100 meters in under 9 seconds, and experience, the crowd buzzes, hyping Gao Fei's rep with some whispering his dad's a gene fusion user, boosting his stats. Everyone thinks Lin Jichen's hot streak ends here, but they respect his potential. The announcer signals the duel and Gao Fei ignores his coach, going full offense with a brutal kick and his signature flowing water-shattering rock fist. His coach screams, "Why aren't you defending?" But Gao Fei's too cocky, thinking a genius like him doesn't need defense. Lin Jichen effortlessly dodges every blow, finding the technique kinda cool and deciding to learn it on the spot. Gao Fei, frustrated, stops and snaps, "How are you dodging everything?" Lin Jichen, unfazed, taunts, "Got any better moves?" That sets Gao Fei off, unleashing a desperate barrage of predictable punches. Lin Jichen sighs. "Observations done, let's end this." He sidesteps the final punch and lands a single crushing kick to Gao Fei's midsection. Match over. The arena falls silent, then erupts with Shanghai High's thunderous cheers. Coach Guan Qinghan lose it, shouting, "Our Xiao Chen's a monster. Roast alert, yo Lin, you're out here studying moves mid-fight like it's a YouTube tutorial, and then KOing the dude. Bro, you're a walking cheat code." Tournament domination. The rest of the tournament's a breeze. Lin Jichen wipes out weaker opponents effortlessly, single-handedly eliminating Shanghai number one High's entire 5-fighter roster. Over the next 2 days he keeps dominating, taking down 2 more schools solo. His unreal performance carries Shanghai High to the championship. The team poses proudly with medals and a trophy, but when Lin Jichen checks his system, he's bummed his rival counts only at 16,800. At this rate, unlocking the natural selection attribute will take years. Still, there's a silver lining. Coach Guo, more generous than expected, hands him most of the tournament's prize money, 20,000 won. Combined with academic winnings, he's got 30,000 won in the bank. "Yo, Lin, you're stacking cash like a crypto bro, but you're still whining about slow progress. Go buy a yacht and chill, champ." The money doesn't last. He blows it on a massive stock of ghost shadow squid meat. For weeks, every meal's pricey squid. After chowing down 30 jin, his codex unlock progress hits 33%. The combo of relentless training and beast meat pays off. By his second year of middle school, he breaks through from ordinary Tier 3 to Tier 4. His stats soar, lifting 1,990 kilos one-handed, vertical jumping 5.65 meters and sprinting 100 meters in 4.49 seconds. Roast alert, bro, you're eating squid like it's instant ramen and jumping higher than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Slow down before you accidentally leap into space. Graduation and new challenges. Time flies and soon Linjian and Qinghan graduate from Shanghai's middle school division. But when high school entrance exam results drop, Qinghan's devastated, crying in her room. "Why can't we go to the same high school after all our hard work?" she sobs. Linjian explains, he aced both liberal arts and martial arts, securing first rank, but while Qinghan's academics were stellar, her martial arts scores didn't cut it for Shanghai High's elite class. Comforting her, he says, "The principal's coming to my house, probably to recruit me." "Come with," Qinghan teary-eyed snaps. "What's that got to do with me?" "He's here for you." Linjian grabs her hand, pulling her up. "Don't worry, I've got a plan. He reveals his condition. If he stays at Shanghai High, Qinghan must be his desk mate. Yo Lin, you're out here making ultimatums like a mini mob boss. Let my bestie in or I'm out. That's some next level loyalty. The principal visits, meeting with Lin Jichen's mom and Qinghan. They discuss his future for hours, with the principal emphasizing she wants him at Shanghai High. As she prepares to leave, she offers, "Stay and I'll meet any condition." Lin Jichen jumps on it. "Let Shan Qinghan join my class." The principal glances at a nervous Qinghan, confirms her name and agrees without hesitation. Report to Shanghai High together next year. Lin Jichen and Qinghan cheer, thanking her profusely. Roast alert, bro, you just negotiated your bestie's future like a pro lawyer. Hope you saved some of that charm for the fangirls. Unlocking the Squid Codex. With their high school future locked in, Lin Jichen competes in his final junior high martial arts tournament. As expected, his beastly strength leads Shanghai High to another championship. He decides to use the prize money to fully unlock the Ghost Shadow Squid Codex. Now at 80%, for safety, he heads to a secluded forest outside Shanghai. Without delay, he chows down on the remaining squid meat, absorbing its life essence. A glowing blue energy envelops him, and a system notification hits. Massive essence absorbed. His eyes widen as a final power surge courses through him, pushing the progress bar to 100%. New alert, Ghost Shadow Squid Codex, unlocked. New biological attribute, Blessing of Liquid Affinity. This ability boosts his water affinity, letting him move effortlessly in aquatic environments and vanish in water-based settings. Standing in the quiet forest, he stares at the squid tentacles in his hands, slightly disappointed. "Kinda underwhelming," he mutters. Testing it by a pond, he finds he can stay submerged longer without wrinkled skin and swim smoother with less water resistance. But no big fireworks. He shrugs, thinking Ghost Shadow Squid's a low-tier beast, so the ability's not that epic. He resolves to get stronger attributes. He needs high-grade beast meat or to hunt powerful wild mutant beasts himself. Memories of the terrifying joint mutant rat flash in his mind, but his eyes gleam with determination. He clenches his fist, vowing, "I will get stronger." Yo Lin, you're sulking over your squid powers like you expected to turn into Aquaman. Bro, you're swimming like a pro, be happy you're not a wrinkly prune. With less than a week until high school, Lin Jichen's mom and Qinghan's family plan a trip to better understand his new water-based powers. Roast alert, yo Len, you're going on a family vacay to test your squid skills. Hope you packed floaties and a better attitude. You aquatic warrior. Lin Jichen suggests hitting the beach, and the group heads out, standing in the ocean. Shan Qinghan shivers, whining. This sea water's freezing. But Lin Jichen feels fine, shrugging. Just get used to it. He dives in, swimming with crazy speed. His blessing of liquid affinity kicking in, the system pings. Swimming and diving, stat points gained. From the shore, a nervous Qinghan shouts, begging him to teach her to swim. Lin Jichen suddenly remembers his childhood bestie can't swim. Patiently, he starts with the basics, expecting her to struggle given her average athletic skills, but Qinghan flips the script. Beaming, she declares, "Swimming's easy," and dives in effortlessly, popping up with a shocked grin. Lin Jichen's jaw drops as a weird blue aura ripples around her like water. Qinghan gushes, "This is amazing. Normally opening my eyes underwater stings, but it feels cool and comfy." Lin Jichen's mind races. Nobody masters swimming that fast. Something's off. He recalls her childhood bedwetting issue, and wonders if it's tied to a rare water-linked special cultivation body. Hyped, he's convinced she's got a hidden power straight out of his parents' fantasy novels. Roast alert, yo, Lin, you're out here theorizing your bestie's a water goddess, because she pees the bed. Bro, maybe she's just a quick learner. Chill with the novel plotlines. To test his theory, they dive longer. Qinghan's performance blows his mind. They both hold their breath for over 10 minutes, insane for a beginner. But underwater, Qinghan's face shifts and a strange vibrating hum echoes around them. They surface and she screams as the water glows blue, swirling around her. That night, walking on the beach, Lin Jichen asks, "What happened down there?" Shaking, Xinghan says she heard creepy female voices near her ears, speaking a language she couldn't understand, echoing until she surfaced. Lin Jichen calms her, bringing her back to their hotel room. Later he searches online for weird underwater voices, but finds nothing. Restless, he channels his energy into training, cranking out 1,000 weighted sit-ups. A power surge hits, and a system notification confirms, ordinary tier 5 achieved. Stoked, but stunned, he realizes his new strength could take on a giant mutant rat barehanded. His eyes gleam with resolve. He's ready to rip those beasts apart. Yo, Lin, you're out here planning to fist fight mutant rats while Qinghan's hearing ghost voices. Maybe focus on therapy instead of turning into a rat-slaying Hulk. Testing his limits on the empty beach, his stats are wild. 100-meter dash in 3.64 seconds, 6.98-meter vertical jump, and lifting a 1,600-kilo car one-handed. Vacation ends and Lin Jichen and Qinghan start at Shanghai High. Roast alert. Bro, you're tossing cars like they're dumbbells. Hope you don't accidentally yeet the school bus on your first day. High school hustle. On day 1 they arrive early for class duty. 2 new female classmates spot Lin Jichen and whisper excitedly, "He's so hot and we're on duty with him." Lucky, Lin Jichen's surprised they know him, but the real shock comes when class duty triggers a system alert. New achievement quest. Complete 1,000 cooperative tasks for social animal attribute. Cleaning the classroom with Qinghan, he thinks. This quest's gonna be a breeze. Yo Lin, you're getting power-ups for sweeping floors. Bro, you're one chore away from unlocking dishwashing dynamo. At Mammoth Supermarket, with the Ghost Shadow Squid Codex fully unlocked, Lin Jichen browses the pricey beast meat section for his next target. His eyes lock on a savage joint eagle head, priced at 1,998 yuan per gen. Grinning, he grabs it, his new goal. The savage joint eagle, a high-tier aberrant beast, has vision 30 times sharper than a human's, making it a deadly predator. Back in his room, he studies the meat, deciding its codex unlock will give him a massive combat edge. At 1,998 yuan per gen, it's a steal compared to other options. He places his hand on it, and blue energy surges. System, savage joint eagle life essence absorbed. Codex progress 1%. Quick math hits him hard, 200,000 yuan for full unlock, but high school tournaments have bigger prize money, so he vows to grind harder to unlock the codex by his second year. Roast alert. Yo Len, you're eyeing eagle meat like it's a cheat code for X-ray vision. Hope your bank account's as jacked as your biceps, because 200K's no joke. Classroom Chronicles. First day, teachers introduce themselves: martial arts and homeroom, mechanical modification, gene fusion and wilderness survival. Then it's the students' turn. A tall girl with long purple hair, Chu Yitong, shares her love for arts. Next, an energetic pink-haired girl, Zhang Jia, gushes about cosplay and sports. A guy, Ponghua Gang, admits he's into video games at home. Chu Yihan's turn comes, and she's a nervous wreck. Blushing as all eyes lock on her, stammering, she says, "I'm Shan Qinghan. I like drawing and hope for everyone's guidance." Lin Jichen's intro is short and sweet. Lin Jichen, looking forward to your support. Yo Lin, your intro's shorter than a TikTok clip. Bro, at least flex your tournament wins for some clout. A brown-haired classmate, Shirui, approaches Qinghan, asking about her entrance exam score. Qinghan mumbles, 79 points. Then asks Chirui's. Chirui, impressed, says hers was 69.8, 10 points lower. When Chirui asks about Qinghan's physical fitness test, admitting her own was 95/100, Qinghan panics. Her score was only 79, nearly keeping her out of the elite class. Embarrassed, she stammers, "It was lower." Chirui keeps guessing, 94, 93, making Qinghan more flustered. Suddenly a loud thud hits the desk. It's Lin Jichen, smoothly cutting in. "Mind if I join?" Chirui, thrilled by the handsome guy's attention, agrees instantly. Qinghan sighs in relief, grateful for the save. Lin Jichen turns to a male classmate, Hiu, asking to exchange contacts. He adds all three to a 4-person group chat. System group created. Social animal progress to 1,000. He smirks, thinking, this quest's too easy. The group chats, and Hugh shares he's from New City, part of a prestigious martial arts family with their own dojo. Roast alert. Yo Lin, you're building a squad like it's a Pokemon team. Hope your social skills are as OP as your punches, because King Han's still recovering from that score roast. Hyu proudly brags that he snagged 8th place in the Nan'an City Youth Martial Arts competition. Chirui chimes in, flexing her family's chain of clothing stores that make them loaded. Lin Ji-chin and Shan Qinghan share their backgrounds next. And just like that, the four click into tight-knit friends. Then Hyu drops, "Who do y'all think's the strongest in our class?" Chirui points straight at Lin Ji-chin, guessing it's him since he topped the district entrance exam. Hyu's jaw hits the floor. He had no clue his new buddy was that accomplished. Lin Ji-chin humbly shrugs. Top scores don't make you the strongest. But then he drops a bombshell. The principal shelled out big bucks to recruit 2 powerhouse students from New City. He nods toward them first, a blonde-haired speed demon, Wang Shao, ranked 3rd in Nan'an City and clocking a 100-meter dash in 7.98 seconds. Second, a massive muscle tank, Lu Gang, with natural strength to one hand a 300-kilo barbell. Qinghan and Chirui look impressed and a bit intimidated. Lin Ji-chin stays chill, but inside he's low-key laughing. Those numbers, he crushed him back in elementary school. Roast alert. Yo Lin, you're smirking at their impressive stats like they're kindergarten reps. Bro, you're out here lifting cars while they're flexing barbells. Humble much. The bell rings, and it's textbook distribution time. This semester's Big Four: martial arts, gene fusion, mechanical modification, and wilderness survival. Since Lin Jiachen's already self-studied the hell out of this stuff, he sneaks off to a secluded spot for training during free time. Mid-grind, his mind drifts to the big threats, like the rat god cult still lurking. Cops nabbed low-level heretics, but their leader, the powerhouse Rat King, is still out there scheming. This grim reality fuels his fire. He clenches his fist, vowing to hit Tier 6 ASAP. That's the level he needs to clown the Rat King. Yo Lin, you're plotting rat revenge while shadowboxing. Hope you pack cheese as bait, you furry fighter. Practical shenanigans. First practical class, wilderness survival. Teacher Shi Changbei drags them to a wooded area, asking who knows how to start a fire by rubbing sticks. Hugh mutters, useless skill, but surprise, Wang Shuo and Lu Gang step up, nailing the primitive method like pros. Teacher's impressed. Where'd you learn that? Lu Gang says summer camp. Wang Shuo claims YouTube vids. Lin Ji-chen, already a master, teaches his squad the trick, and they pick it up quick. Roast alert. Bro, you're out here turning stick rubbing into a TED Talk. Next you'll be MacGyvering a smartphone from twigs. In martial arts, teacher Yao Yunfeng announces a special breathing and cultivation technique. Wang Xiao and Lu Gang loudly declare they've already mastered it, demoing for the class clumsily, but they pull it off. Lin Ji-chen, knowing it cold, stays low-key to avoid the spotlight. A month flies by drama-free. Then in mechanical modification, teacher Kai Lufeng drops a progress test with cash prizes. 888 yuan for first, 666 for second, 3033 for third. Lin Ji-chen's eyes light up. That first place haul could snag half a gin of pricey Savage Joint Eagle meat. Hype surges and the exam kicks off. Meanwhile, gene fusion teacher Lu Dinfeng gets the same idea, springing a surprise test with identical prizes. After both brutal exams, students are wrecked. Hyu faceplants on his desk, groaning. Others whine about the tough questions. One girl says she'd be thrilled with a 60 to pass. Wang Shou and Lu Gang, smug as ever, boast about their near-perfect scores. Lu Gang asks Wang Shou how he did. Wang replies, "Punchy 5, only the last bit of the final question tripped me." Lu Gang nods, same, aiming for 95. Hyu glares, fists clenched, fantasizing about decking them. Yo Hyu, you're plotting punches while they're flexing scores. Channel that rage into reps, not revenge fantasies. Teacher announces mechanical augmentation results. Wan Ling gets 52, Qinghan 61 passing. She beams, telling Lin Ji-chen, and he congrats her grind. Hyu nails an impressive 88, earning cheers from the squad. He humbly says, Just luck, I'll treat y'all to lunch with my third place 331. Teacher confirms Wang Shou and Lu Gang's 95s, praising them as one question from perfection. Wang Shou brags, 10 more minutes, and I'd have nailed the final problem. Lu Gang agrees, Heyu cedes but consoles himself with third place. Then boom. Teacher reveals a shocker. Despite the difficulty, one student aced it with 100 points. Ling Jichen, Wang Shou and Lu Gang yell, absurd. The class erupts in cheers, even Heyu joins, admitting Ling Jichen's on another level. Qinghan and Chirui celebrate, calling him Shanghai's glory. Ignoring the praise, Ling Jichen raises his hand. When's the first place 8888 yuan prize distributed? Teacher promises soon but internally thinks, this kid's obsessed with cash, kinda weird. Roast alert. Yo Ling, you're basking in glory but laser focused on the bag. Bro, you aced the test and your first thoughts, where's my eagle meat money? Hustle game elite. An hour later, gene fusion results drop. Teacher Lu Yungfeng reads, Lu Gan 81, Wang Shuo 83. Solid but they're salty. Qinghan shines with an excellent 78, landing top 5 and celebrating with Chirui. Shock hits, Lin Jichen pulls another perfect 100, snagging another prize. This double whammy crushes Wang Shuo and Lu Gan's egos. They're demolished. Refusing to accept, they accuse him of prior answers. Teacher shuts it down. Impossible. I designed every question myself. Answers aren't online. Stunned silent, they stew. Hugh and Chirui cackle, calling them sore losers. Hugh snaps, Nanin City's disgrace. Chirui adds, uncultured dogs always bark loudest. Yo Wang and Lu, you're out here crying foul like you lost a playground game. Take the L and hit the gym, maybe you'll catch up to Lin's cheat code one day. Wilderness wipeout. Post-lunch wilderness survival practical exam. Same prizes, 3 parts, climbing, swimming, and friction. Fire starting. After academic loss, Wang Shuo rallies Lu Gang. We redeem ourselves here. Lu Gang nods, glaring at Lin Jichen, vowing to crush him and erase the humiliation. Climbing starts, speed deciding winners. Lin Jichen's superior physique dominates. He scales the rock wall at blistering speed, leaving Nanwan Do in the dust for first. Tree climbing. Same story, first place. Wang Shou whines he couldn't even spot Lin Jichen's shadow. While owning it, Lin Jichen worries about Qinghan. As expected, she struggles, finishing last. But he's unfazed. Her reel shines in water and he's betting she'll rebound in swimming. Next, fire starting. Prize-hungry Lin Jichen focuses, igniting in 58 seconds. Wang Shou and Lu Gang gawk in disbelief, baffled at his insane hand speed. Roast alert. Bro, you're rubbing sticks faster than a fidget spinner on steroids. Those dudes are staring like you just invented fire 2. Final part, swimming. Chenghan's moment. Tapping her natural water affinity, she blasts through at explosive speed, crushing Nanwan Do and landing another ego-shattering blow. Wang Shou's in denial, muttering he must be hallucinating her sudden aquatic dominance. Post-exam, defeated Wang Shou and Lu Gang stay eerily quiet until lunch. Afternoon martial arts final exam. Teacher Yao Yunfeng announces sparring to test progress with top 3 prizes, hyping the class. For Wang Shou and Lu Gang, it's a pride revival. Pumped, they reason this is martial arts class, physical fitness and combat technique rule. If Lin Jichen's weak here, his other scores mean zilch. They're convinced superior technique gives them a shot. Pre-sparring warm-up, 100-meter sprint, one-hand barbell lift, vertical jump. Lin Jichen holds back to avoid flashiness but still crushes. 7.78 second dash. 30 kilo lift, 280-meter jump. Easy firsts, just edging Nanwan Do. Wang Shuo's mind blown at the speed. Lu Gang can't fathom non-muscular strength like that. Wang Shuo reminds Lu Gang, physical tests don't mean we lose, sparring technique matters. They hype each other, their edge could win. In the dueling area, Lin Jichen, eager for survival of the fittest progress, jumps in first. But after his overwhelming display, no one dares challenge. Even Wang Shu and Lu Gang hang back to observe. Teacher steps in, calling Lu to spar Lin Jichen. They face off, but it ends before starting. Lin Jichen, time-saving one, punches him into oblivion. He speedruns the rest, dropping every classmate with brutal efficiency. Wang Shu and Lu Gang are gutted. Wang Shu realizes in horror Lin Jichen's leagues ahead, probably sandbagging the physicals. How do you compete with a monster like that? As their spirits crater, Shou veets into the ring, yelling Lu Gang's name. Pointing dramatically, he declares, "I'm warmed up at my peak. Challenge me." Frustrated, Lu Gang accepts instantly, reasoning no confidence versus Lin Jichen, but Heiyu, easy squash in 30 seconds. With a battle cry, Heiyu rushes and they trade blows fast, but the power gap seals it. Lu Gang catches Heiyu's kick, spins him with superior strength and yeets him out of the ring. Heiyu crashes hard, defeated and puking. "Yo Heiyu, you charged in like a hero but got launched like a rag doll. Bro, next time warm up with some anti-nausea reps." Victorious, Lu Gang looms over a defeated Heiyu, tossing a backhanded compliment. "Your technique's top tier for this class, but I'm just better." Smirking, he spots Lin Jichen approaching. Calm as ever, Lin Jichen challenges him to a spar, seeing it as a perfect chance to boost his survival of the fittest achievement. High off his win, Lu Gang grins, no fear here, and accepts charging with a massive punch. The skill gap is glaring. Lin Jichen moves with blinding speed, dodging effortlessly, leaving after images. Lu Gang blinks, confused as a swift kick from Lin Jichen slams his back, sending him flying out of the ring. One hit done. Both Nanning City hotshots are crushed. The class turns on the last standing rival Wang Shu Waiyu, taunting, "Gonna avenge your fallen bro. Nanning's pride's on you." They mock, "Don't chicken out." Annoyed, Wang Shu Waiyu snaps, "Shut up, I was already planning to fight." He storms the ring, facing Lin Jichen, hyping himself